Okay. So I'm starting right about now. So good everyone. Good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another exhaust session brought to you by UrBizEdge. For today's session, we're having a topic called Building a Sentiment Analysis AI App Without Coding. And our special guest for today's session will be Blessing Adesiji. So this program is brought to you by UrBizEdge, and you already know UrBizEdge, we're also a training company here in Nigeria. So UrBizEdge is a registered Microsoft Excel consulting, financial modeling, business intelligence, data analysis, and enterprise solution firm in Nigeria. Also, we specialize in helping companies and high-value professionals be on top of their business data. We all know we're also a training company ourselves. So this is our calendar for our upcoming training. So I want to give a brief description about Blessing Adesiji. So he's an impact-driven individual, adapts to technologies such as data science, machine learning, and software engineering using Python and JavaScript. He's skilled in data analysis and also software engineering tools, such frameworks like Pandas, NumPy, SQL, database tools, PowerBI, Tableau, BigQueries, Spark, and so many other, and also all the cloud services such as Azure, AWS, and GCP. He has an undergraduate background in engineering. That's very nice. Also, he's passionate about finance, mentoring, and teaching technology in different fields. He's also an advocate of AI and also a mentor in Udacity. He's currently working on learning blockchain technology. So, Blessing, with no further ado, I'll hand over the section to you. So I'll stop sharing my screen right about now.
All right. Thank you.
Over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. So I'll start sharing my screen right now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your Google slide. Your Google slide screen.
Okay. Say again.
I said your Google slide is showing. I can see your screen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, actually, yeah. So before we start, I would like to say that this session is going to be an hands-on session. Typically what that means is that as I'm showing you, I'm going to run through some slides just to explain a few background knowledge you need to know. And then we'll start, we'll actually build this together. So I'd like to say that this is going to be as interactive, very, very interactive. Yeah. So, and then I would want you to maybe bring out your laptop, because I know that this is best done with laptop. Of course, you can do a few things with your mobile phone, but device is going to be like a proper laptop for great experience. So, and then you can also ask your question anytime. You can put that. So I'm going to invite us to a Discord server, and then I'm going to be monitoring the chat section of that Discord server, a particular channel. So you can ask me questions. You can ask me any question, even right after this session, when you find yourself practicing and trying to reproduce what we might have talked about today. So I would say that you can also ask me different questions. So let me just put my phone on silent so that doesn't disturb me. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get to it. So he actually introduced me, talked about my background and my skill set. So let's look through the slides. And sorry, before we start looking through the slides, okay, I see the chat. See some message in the chat. Okay, so let me turn that on so that I be sure. Okay, great. So basically, we're going to build a sentiment analysis app without coding. Right. So, and one reason why I love what the organizers of this session are doing is because this is predominantly a data analytics community, but we all know that artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the world. Businesses are using AI to automate tasks. Businesses are using AI to basically make data-driven decisions, and we're all data analysts here. And I'm sure that you might, at some point, you might have come across some certain concepts in AI if you are not an adept machine learning engineer yourself. So, but that said, all these things we are going to do here together doesn't require you to have a deep understanding of artificial intelligence. You don't need to understand machine learning modeling. Just basically your laptop is fine. Any background information that I feel you need, I'll cover in this session and then explain everything to you. And then we're going to build an app, a sentiment analysis app, and that app, you can use it to determine sentiment in any written text. And what is sentiment analysis, basically? So let me just use sentiment analysis is an analytics done to determine the emotional tone of a particular statement. Let's say after this session, Temidayo asked me that, Blessing, how do you feel about this session? And I tell Temidayo that, Temidayo, I really do not like this session. The sentiment, or who can tell me what the sentiment of that tone of my expression to Temidayo is? Can anybody answer that? You can just put in the chat if you will. I really do not like this session.
You can put in the chat box.
Yeah, you can put it in the chat box. Do you think it's a positive sentiment? Do you think it's a negative sentiment? Do you think it's neutral? I really do not like this session. Put in the chat box and let's start this session. Like I said, this session is going to be interactive as much as possible. So feel free to unmute your mic. Okay, yeah, bad sentiment, meaning negative, thanks to Temidayo. So I'm going to say that's a negative sentiment. Okay, the Jupiter negative sentiment, thank you. So everybody actually, yes, so someone says, I like this session. What's that? What sentiment is that? Ifeanyi says, I like this session. Oh, someone says, I think it's neutral because everybody is entitled to what they like. Okay, so Valentine, I would like to explain to you. So what neutral means is that me saying, oh, I like this session, but I think the presenter could have done better. So that's mixed. Like I'm giving like a positive explanation, and then I'm giving a negative to say but. So we'll try it out with this app, and then when we finish building it, we'll let AI tell us whether it's a negative, it's a positive, or mixed sentiment. So, but I just want to make sure that everyone here knows the meaning of sentiment analysis, basically. So you can also think of it as a classification. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Valentine. So please, I want this session to be really interactive. So Michael, Paul, I haven't met you guys, but you can also comment in the section. We're not more than about, I don't think we're not more than, let's say, 5, 9, we're not more than 12 or 13 in this session. So we can really have really great hands-on session together. Yeah, Paul, thank you. So so that's all what we're going to build right now. And you like from traditional natural language processing, you would require like a deep learning model or machine learning model to be able to take this text information and then give you a particular classification for that. So is it negative? Is it positive? Is it mixed? So, but you are going to build it right now without any knowledge of machine learning or modeling. We're just going to explain the parameters and how it became possible for you to be able to do something like this without having to code. So let's get into the session. So I just thought I'd provide that background information, and usually I really do not like going through slides. I like hands-on session, just explaining myself and making things very easy, like breaking down complex concepts to everyone, just making it easy to understand. So let's get right to the agenda. So I put together this agenda. So like I said, we're going to be building a sentiment analysis without coding. So I'm just going to walk through this agenda. Yeah, so before we start, this is my profile. So you can follow me on Twitter, Blesso_A, that's my handle. Feel free to send me a message on Twitter. I usually reply my DMs. LinkedIn as well. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. And here's my work email. Feel free to send me any email. But one thing to make this really, really, really great, and after the session, is I would like for everyone to join our this Discord community. So I'm going to copy the link and then I'll paste it in the chat. So Discord, you can download Discord, and then join the community so that after this session, if you have any other question, because those are my private messages, but this is the Mantium Discord community. It's free to join, and we encourage everyone to join because we help you understand how to build AI applications without having to code. So download Discord and then join right now. So I'll give about 5 minutes so that everybody on the call can join. And then we're going to have all the discussions of this event, during this event and after this event in the event channel. So if you have any question, maybe because during this session we're building a sentiment analysis, maybe after this session you want to build a text summarizer that helps you summarize complex information into something you don't want to understand, and then you're trying to build that, feel free to ping me in the Discord server, and I'll be happy to jump on the call to help you figure that out, or just provide clearer explanation. Thank you, Timidayo. So, like I said, I'll give 5 minutes so that everybody can download, because I'm sure like most people, not everybody actually have Discord on their, maybe on their laptop or their app. So you can download, or you can even use the mobile or the web version to join. So when you join, just ping me joined. Just put in the comment section here or in the event channel or on the Discord. I'm also monitoring. I have it turned on right there. So you can also just ping me in the event channel on Discord that you are joined. So I'll be monitoring. Like I said, we have 5 minutes. So by like 4:16 we'll start. 4:16 we'll get to it. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah is joined. Okay, joined now. Okay. Yes. Temidayo joined. Yeah, I've been pinged that Temidayo joined. So I want more people to join. You can use the web version. You can download the app on your phone. You can also download the mobile, the desktop app as well. So that's okay. Okay, being on. Ifeanyi is on the Discord. Great. So one more people to join. One more people to join. Okay, yeah. Okay, Temidayo is on the air. That's great. Yes. Okay. So I want more people to join so that after the event as well, I would want to help you build any application, any AI text applications without having to code. So just 2 people have joined right now, Deborah and Timidayo. I'm guessing we have 3 minutes to go. Okay, I said okay, yeah, we have 3 minutes to go. Yeah, okay, Todimo joined. Yeah, great. I want more people to join. I want more people to join the Discord server so that we can also help ourselves to build. We're building a no-code AI application community, and it's going to be of great importance for us to have one place where we can always be, where I can always answer your question, and then you can be like ping me anytime. Okay, this is 4:16. Okay, Paul said he's joined. Yeah, just let me know you're joined in the chat. Just let me know you're joined in the chat. Just let me know you're joined in the chat. Yeah, thank you for dropping my Twitter profile link. Yeah, feel free to connect with me on Twitter as well. Sometimes I do give away. Yeah, sometimes I do give away on my Twitter. Yeah. So yeah, feel free to connect with me. Cyprian, maybe I'll start calling, because I really want this session to be interactive. Only a few people are replying, and we have a lot of people in the event, in attendees here. We have a lot of people here. We have Jennifer B. Jennifer B, have you joined the Discord server? Just drop it in the chat if you've joined the Discord server. Nonso, have you joined? Paul has joined. Prince, have you joined? Anthony, have you joined it? Let me reshare the link. Maybe some people don't have access to the link. Let me reshare the link. Yes, reshare the link. Let me reshare the link. So sorry, no AI news. Please drop your message in our event channel. Please drop your message in event channel. Drop your message in event channel. Drop a message. We are using the event channel for this session. So drop a message in the event channel. Drop a message in the event channel. Drop a message in the event channel. Yeah. Drop a message in the event channel. So yeah. Okay, all right. We have 1 minute to go. We have 1 minute to go. Yeah, I see Cyprian. I see Chibuzo is on the Discord server. So yeah, 1 more minute to go. Yes, it's time. So let's get started. As more people join, let's today. My laptop is frozen. Okay, sorry, my laptop is actually frozen. Let me stop and stop sharing my screen.
Take your time.
Yeah, my laptop froze, and let me I'll close more tabs actually, so that I have more space on the RAM to open so many apps. Open. Yeah, while I'm trying to close more tabs, you can still join the Discord server. Okay, great. I did that already. Let me continue sharing my screen. Okay, great. Please confirm if you can see my screen. Alrighty.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, all right. So let's get to the session proper. I think by now I have more bandwidth to handle the session. I'm guessing it's because I have this Teams app running, and I have a lot of apps open in the background. Yeah, so okay, let's get to it. So Mantium is a platform, a no-code platform or a cloud platform for building with large language models and managing them at scale. Don't worry if you haven't heard of large language model. I'm going to explain that in a bit. So a little bit of background about Mantium. We actually started building the company in 2021, and the company's headquarters is in Ohio, US. The vision is to make it easy for everyone to build with AI, and we are looking forward to a world in which AI contributions to humanity are positive and profound. So we just want to make it easy. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Sebastian. They joined the Discord server already. So let's move ahead. So to explain that, before I move on, let me explain what large language model is for everyone to understand. And I like to do that by I like to make that interactive. So let me open another browser here, and let me open a drawing board so that I can use that to explain to everyone. I can just clear this canvas. Okay, great. So what is large language model? So I call that LLM. So let's understand what large language model is. So I'm sure everyone on this call is familiar with machine learning model or any AI model. Just think of that AI model, right? So like large language models are really large models with a lot of machine learning parameters, and they've been pre-trained by some certain type of people with resources to do that. So because it is large language model, think of it like this model will require large compute for it to be trained. This model will require large. Thank you, Timda, for sharing the link. So as I was saying, this model would require like large compute, large machine compute in terms of GPU, TPU resources to train this model, because it's being fed a lot of data and a lot of machine learning parameters. Myself and you, like everyone on this call, we probably don't have access to such resources to be able to pre-train this model. So what some people do, and we call them AI providers, they actually built this model. They pre-trained this model on a lot of text information from books, text information from Wikipedia, from the internet, from the blog posts. They use all those text data to pre-train this model. So then they now gave us the access. So we can access these models to be able to build to be able to solve different tasks. And that's basically what we're going to be doing in this session. So I want you to think of large language models as model with a lot of machine learning parameter, and the one we're going to be working with in this session by OpenAI was actually trained on billions of machine learning parameters, and then we have access to that through what we call application programming interface. So we access the OpenAI API. So OpenAI actually pre-trained the model, and it's called GPT-3. So GPT-3 is the large language model we're basically going to be working with in this session. So GPT-3 is the large language model, and it's being pre-trained by OpenAI. So we'll have access to that model to solve our task. So we'll access this model to solve the task, which is building sentiment analysis. So you can begin to understand what I'm trying to say, that you actually don't have to code. All you have to do is provide the model some certain instructions. So you provide the model with some instructions on what you like to do. So you provide the model with some kind of instructions, and then you get the model gives back some certain response based on the instructions you provide that. So you're going to provide the instructions, and I want you to think of instructions as examples or patterns. So you're going to tell the model, this is what I want to build. So this is what I think sentiment analysis looks like, and you're providing that instruction to the model, and then you can get an output for your result. So this model, like I said, is being pre-trained. Somebody trained it already. You don't have access to it. You have access to it rather, but then you can't build, you can't train it yourself. But all you're doing is having access to that, and then providing some certain instructions, some certain examples, some certain patterns on a particular task you like to solve, and then you're getting back your response based off of the instructions, examples, and those patterns. So what this session is all about is me showing you how to access the model, how to provide the model with these instructions, how to write these examples clearly in simple English, and then testing the model out, and then the model giving back instruction. All these tasks, all the processes that I just listed out doesn't require you to code. Of course, you can code, you can access the API programmatically, and then build it yourself, but that's where Mantium comes in. Mantium has abstracted a lot of this programming for you, and then you can just, by just normal English, have access to this model and basically solve your task. Does that sound interesting? Put that in the chat. Let me know if that sounds interesting, if you understood everything I've just explained, and then I'll continue. Do you understand? Do you have any question? Put that in the chat. Yeah, thanks, Temidayo. Do you think it makes sense, everything I just explained? Okay. Thank you. So we can continue. Okay, all right. That sounds great. So back to the slides. Like I said, I really do not want to go through the slides. I love using illustrations, examples to just explain things, because I believe people understand things better. So I've used that to just explain what large language model means. I'll share this slide, and you can read this slide. You can read the speaker notes, and then more resources to actually understand what large language model means. But then I'm sure this illustration that I use here, you understood. So large language models in action. So you can use it to make up new English words. You can examples of things you can build. You can use it to translate complicated codes. You can use it to generate video gaming ideas. You can use it to generate startup ideas. You can use it to generate product keyword or product descriptions. You can use it to build a conversational chatbot. So here is a WhatsApp chatbot that I built sometimes last year, and you can see all the responses that I was getting back was being provided by the AI, so by the model. So I said, oh, how can I learn singing? And yeah, I said, nice of you to ask. If I know how to sing, I will be a famous singer. All you need to learn singing is a good voice. You can see some certain sarcasm right there. So I said, what is love? Yeah, I said, love is a feeling of devotion to something or someone. It can be used as a term of enjoyment for people and pets, right? And also I'm getting back these responses based off of the examples that I provided to the model, which yes, thank you. If I said you got a great sense of humor. Notice where I said, what is the capital of Nigeria? It says, I don't know the capital of Nigeria, but if it is anywhere in Lagos, then I would be very worried. I'm sure everyone on this call know what that means, because Lagos is actually known for chaos, is known for overpopulation, is known for a lot of things on the media, and there are a lot of text publications out there, and all this text publication has been used to pre-train the model, and then the model knows what to respond based off of the pre-training the model, and then the example that I provided the model. In the examples that I gave the model, I was being sarcastic in some of my responses. So the model knows to give me this kind of responses. So that's basically what we're going to be doing in this session. Someone said the chatbot is a survey, right? Yeah, thanks. So let's get to the hands-on session. The hands-on session, basically, before we start, let me explain how we're going to basically the pipeline of this session, so that we just get to building and it's clear. I believe everyone here, like I said, you have access to a laptop, so that you can basically open a tab on your Chrome tab and then build along with me. I'm going to be sharing programmatical access with everyone so that you can do that and then you can build. Someone says you can't really see the chat. Oh, sorry. Let me see if I can zoom in so that you can see the chat. Let me just zoom in right there. Oh, okay. So can you see Gabriel, can you see the chart right now? Let me go back to the previous example, saying what is the capital of Nigeria? It says, I don't know the capital of Nigeria, but if it is anywhere near Lagos, then I would be very worried. Then I went on to ask, how can I travel from Nigeria to USA? It says, don't be shy. Tell me where you are. Tell me where you are from, and I can help out. I said, I asked, how can I lose weight? Then it says, I can tell better if you send a picture. Of course, if you send a picture, then you can, oh, you need to do more cardio, you need to do this. Then I asked, why should I wake up in the morning? It says, you won't feel human if you don't. Imagine I wake up every night. Do you understand? So what is the size of the sun? I provided response. How can I travel from London to Paris? One option would be to fly. Another option would be to take a train. So one thing is, I can provide specific examples to the model, and then I can really use that. Imagine I have a store, I sell shoes online. I can use this to build, a system that automatically answer my clients, my customers, without me having to respond. So my customer comes and, oh, how can I order a shoe from you? And then it goes and provide the response. Oh, like so many use cases you can think of by just using this model. So let me go back to this illustration. Like I said, I want everybody to practice. I want everybody to build along with me. So I'm going to be sharing your access, because OpenAI if you go to the OpenAI website and we say OpenAI access countries, let's see that. So if you go to OpenAI supported countries, and we'll come down and find Nigeria. OpenAI has not released access to Nigeria, which is sad. And I know like a large percentage of everyone here lives in Nigeria. If you're not from Nigeria, please drop a thumbs up in the comment section, in the chat section. If you're not from Nigeria, please drop a thumbs up in the chat, or just type where you're from. I would really love to know if you're not from Nigeria. So I'm guessing almost everyone on this call is from Nigeria. Oh, wow, Jennifer from US. Oh, nice. Oh, from South Africa. Wow, nice. Oh, from Romania. This is great. From Ghana. Oh, nice. Nice. This is really great. So I'm sure Ghana is here. So if you are not from Nigeria, you can head over to openai.com and then you can create an account for yourself. You can sign up and then you get a programmatical API key. So go to openai.com right now and sign up. Let me copy the link address. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing, because like I said, we don't have access to the large language models, but OpenAI has built the model for us and we're going to be accessing it to solve this task. If I need, sorry, but don't worry, I have a solution for you. So yeah, you can sign up on OpenAI. So if you're not from Nigeria, Romania, I'm guessing Romania should be here. Yes, Romania is here. I'm guessing South Africa also should be here. Yes, South Africa, of course, the United States is here as well. So I want you guys to go sign up on OpenAI's website, get your API key. So when you sign up, on the top right corner, see where my mouse is hovering on. You see something called personal. Click on that and then click on your profile. On your profile, you see create API key. Create a new API key and then copy it. So copy it. I'll show you what to do with it in a while, shortly rather. So copy it. I'll show you what to do with it shortly. So please go sign up on openai.com website so that you get access to your own model and then we can continue building together. So let me go back to the illustration right now. So basically what we're going to be doing is, here's Mantium, right? Here's Mantium, here is OpenAI. Okay, so here's OpenAI, here's Mantium. So with Mantium, we're going to be accessing OpenAI, right? And to access OpenAI, we're going to be using what we call the API key. And that's what I want you guys that don't live in Nigeria to go sign up on the OpenAI website and grab. So for this session, I created a dummy API key, which I'll be sharing shortly for everyone to use during this session. And after the session, you will not have access to it. Don't worry, I'll also explain how, for people that are not in Nigeria, how you can also get your API key so that you can also practice after this session. And then also there are other AI providers that Mantium supports that you can also use without, because they have access to Nigeria. And I'll also be explaining that in this session as well. So don't worry too much. So if you're in Nigeria, let me start by that. If you're in Nigeria, you can use a VPN to get what's it called? To get API key. Just use a VPN that you're in a different country and then you get your API key. But if you cannot do that, I created a dummy API key, which I'll be sharing in this session, and then you can use that, right? Yes, terminal, you can use VPN to bypass it, but then another problem is that it asks you for OTP, and the OTP would be like a number in the US, right? Or any country that you have access to. So if you have VPN to bypass it, you must also have, maybe you have a friend in the UK, or maybe you have a friend in the US, you can let them send the OTP to that friend and then you use that to have access. So it's a really complicated process, but if you want to go through it, that's how you can get your API key if you're in Nigeria. I know it's so sad to be in Nigeria, to be facing a lot of this issue, but it's what we have to go through. And there are some other AI providers So not only OpenAI, that's the good part of Mantium. We also have our own free model that you don't need to use API key to access. And I'll explain that right after this example, right? So let's get to it. Let's continue. So if you've gotten your API key, if you're not in Nigeria and you've signed up on OpenAI and you've gotten your API key, please drop a thumbs up in the chat. Prince, they are from Ghana. Cyprian from Romania. Jennifer from the US. Luno Solo. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. But I'm sorry. Yeah, if you've gotten your API key, drop it in the chat box. Drop a thumbs up. Yes. Great. You got your secret key. Just hold on to it. I'll show you what to do with it right now. Just hold on to it. I want everybody to follow along. I'll tell everybody what to do with it. So, Luxonuno from, can I just say Nolu? Please, can you help me with the pronunciation? You can omit and help me with the pronunciation. I really love to learn how to pronounce this. So can you help me with the pronunciation? They have their secret key already. So Cyprian from Romania. Okay, yes. Lolu from South Africa has the API key, the secret key. So I want everybody to do that as well if you are not from Nigeria. So so going forward, Mantium supports these guys with the large language model. So we have OpenAI, we have people, another organization called AI21. We have another one called Koye, and we have open source model by Mantium. So there's an open source model, but Mantium actually use this open source model to provide people without API key. It's still under development, so it's not as strong as OpenAI. So we're still working on it to making it really strong, really robust, to handle a lot of this task. But OpenAI does handle a lot of this task, and which is why we're using it in this session. So the open source model is called GPT-J, and Mantium provide access to such model on our platform. So what I'm trying to explain here is that OpenAI provide you access to this large language model. These three people also provide access to these models, right? And then for OpenAI, you don't have access to it if you are in Nigeria. For AI21, you do have access. Koye, you do have access. GPT-J, you do have access. So for the purpose of post-session and you like to experiment with things, I'll go ahead and paste the links in the chat. I'll paste the links for AI21 for Koye. For the two of them where you can sign up and get your API key, I'll post them in the chat so that you can do that. I think, oh yes, I have Koye's link. Let me just get Koye. Koye's link, os.koye. Sorry, let me get the link for Koye. Yes. So you can come to their website and then you can sign up. No, not koye.io. Not koye.io. Koye. Yes. Koye, this is the Koye. Koye.ai. So let's go to their website. Yes, os.koye. So you can get started here. I'll copy the link address and then I'll paste it in the chat. So that's for your consumption after this session. And then AI21 Labs. So I want you to go to AI21 Labs and then can also grab your API key. I'll start free now. Let me copy the link address and then yes. So you can sign up on this platform and then get your API key. But for this session, I have a API key that I'll be sharing shortly. And after this session, you won't have access to it again. It's just for this session for everybody to build along. So let me go to the Mantium website. So go to the app.mantiumai.com. So it's very, very important that everybody sign up on the Mantium website. So go sign up on the Mantium website, and that's our playing ground. That's where we're going to be building everything in this session. So I'll give you 5 minutes, your email address, and create a new password for yourself. Of course, it's for free. Mantium is offering free access for everybody to experiment. So it's for free. You don't have to pay anything, but go sign up. So Sorry, excuse me. Yeah. 5 minutes, or let me say 3 minutes for everybody to sign up. So when you're done signing up, let me know. So when you're done signing up, I'll paste the API key and I'll tell us what to do with it. So Lulu has gotten his or her API key. Just wait shortly. I'll tell you what to do with it. How about Jennifer? Have you gotten your API key, your secret key? Cyprian, have you gotten your secret key? Then Prince, have you gotten your secret key as well? Let me know if you've gotten your secret key. Let me know if you've gotten your secret key. Drop it in the chat and let me know when you're done signing up. Like I said, it would be great if this session is as interactive as possible. I wouldn't want to just come here and just run through slides and that'll be the end of it. No. Yeah, okay, yeah, Jennifer, you said you don't have your secret key. Why? Oh, there's issue with the site. Well, Jennifer, what issue can you describe with the website? I really want you to have access. Prince, nice one. Prince has gotten secret key, really great. So which we are going to be using to build together in this session. I want everybody to be able to have access to this. And it's very important that I stress that this secret key that I'm sharing, of course, is a secret key. You will no longer have access to it after this session. Oh, yes, Deborah signed up. Yes, Deborah signed up on the Mantium website. So please sign up. We have until four, let's say 2 or 3 more minutes. Okay, for my login for OpenAI will not authenticate. Wow. Are you on a VPN? Okay, yes, signed up. Everybody that signed up, great. More people to sign up. Jennifer, are you hope you're not using a VPN? Have you logged into OpenAI? Like, can you see your profile, or you've not been able to log in? I want this session to be really interactive as possible. Only a few people are talking. Okay, I have an older OS on Mac. I cannot log in at all. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. So don't worry. Then I'll share the secret key for everybody for this session. Just for this session, for everybody to be able to build with during this session. So don't worry, Deborah. Because you're in Nigeria, I take it that you're in Nigeria. You might not be able to have access to the secret key. I'll share it shortly. Okay, great. Valentine has signed up on Mantium. Great. Like I said, I really want this session to be interactive as possible. Yeah, Jennifer, they have recording will be available as well. Then, but you can still build along. I'll give you API key for everybody to use during this session. Yes. Yeah, so like I said, I really want this session to be interactive, but we still have some people who are not participating. Let me go to the attendees chat. We have Anthony Bolarinwa. We have a lot of people here. Nonso, Tody Moon. Please, I would really want this session to be as interactive as possible, so that everybody can follow along and we're carrying everybody along. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to grab the API key now and then I'll share. So everybody that signed up on the website, I've not even shared my key. Did somebody shared their key? Jennifer. Oh yes, Todimo, great. Thanks. Thank you for the key. I was able to log in onto Mantium successfully. Okay, great. So let me share the API key that I created for this session. So I'm pasting that in the chat right now. So you have that API key, right? You have that API key. So I want to use this API key. Everybody, that API key, copy it and follow my screen. Go to Mantium, go to AI providers, and where you see OpenAI, click on add key and add your key there. Paste your key and click on add key there. So paste your key there and add key, right? Paste your key there and add the key. So that's what you do. So, and for everybody that's gotten their secret key, go to AI provider on Mantium dashboard and then add your key. So comment in the chat box if your key has been added. Let me know if you've added your key. Let me know if you've added your API key, and then we're ready to build this sentiment analysis application. So let me know if you've done. Great, Ifeanyi. Done. Ifeanyi has added the key. Great, Temidayo. Let me know if you've added your key. Done, Sebastian. Great. More done. We are about. There are a lot of people on this session. Yeah. Great, Valentine. Great. Let's get that. Let's get that added. Jennifer. Great. Great. Yeah, so go to AI provider, then go to AI, then paste the AI API key. Thanks, Temidara, for the step. Go to AI provider, go to API key, open AI, and then. So where do I add my API key again? Yes, no. So go to look at my screen, see where I'm rolling on AI providers. Click on AI providers, open AI, click on add key, and then paste your API key there, and then add it. So that's how you do it. You see this little icon, it shows connected. This little icon shows connected. Done, great. So because for my Nigerian guys, you know, I said you might not be able to have access to the API key after this session. But one thing is, you see Koye, you can grab API key from Koye, and then you can repeat the same process and then add your API key here. You can do the same thing for AI21 Labs and then add your API key. And this Mantium model shows no API key is required and it's connected. So automatically you can build something. But like I said, the model is not as robust as OpenAI. We're still working on it. Hopefully before the end of this month or next month, we'll have full support for that. But currently you can experiment. I employ you to build with Koye or AI21 Labs. Or if you really want OpenAI, because OpenAI has a lot of interesting. Anthony says you don't have API keys yet. I pasted API key in the chat, so you can add it. Copy it in the chat. Let me paste it again. Let me paste it again. Let me paste it again. Yes, so you have that. Yes, so copy this. Anthony, please copy it and add it again. So, right, great. So, like I said, if you really want OpenAI key, what I would say you do is get a VPN, get a very good VPN, change location from Nigeria to like US or somewhere, and then get someone who is a friend that you know in the US or anywhere, get their phone number, use their phone number to get OTP, and then log into OpenAI. When you are done logging into OpenAI, go to the top right corner and then copy your API key, right? So that API key is your own API key, and you can use that to build with Mantium. So I know OpenAI is also working on increasing this supported country list, and they also add Nigeria. They are working on that. So soon you should be, because we are Nigerians, we should be able to create our own API key. It's so sad, but what can we do? So now that everyone has added their API key, I'll go ahead to start. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 people that I can count from here. So Anthony, let me know if you've added the API key. Drop it in the chat if you need more help. So let's build this sentiment analysis use case. Let's build the sentiment analysis model. So I'm going to do something right there. I'm going to actually drag another, yes, something there, and then say, okay. Yeah, so everyone, let's go to Mantium. So on your left corner, you see what we call prompt, right? So prompt, you recall when I started the session, I explained something called instructions and examples, right? Which is our way of accessing, of telling the model what we want to build. So I want you to think of these instructions as prompts, right? So prompt is how you tell the model what you want to build, right? So that goes that saying that because we are working on a sentiment analysis use case, we are going to provide prompts, examples, instructions, patterns that looks like sentiment analysis use case to the model. So that's basically what we're going to do in this session. So I want you to think of this as, I don't know if there's anyone on this call that has played this game called charades, right? So I don't know if you've played this game before, but if there's anyone that has played the game before, great. So this is similar to the game of charades, right? So with this game, we have everyone on this call. Let's say everyone on this call is in my team, and then I'll be given a particular keyword. Let's say I was given football. Then I'll try my best without opening my mouth to describe the football to everyone. So I can close my mouth and say, then I'll do my leg. I'll show my leg that you can kick it, you can catch it, you can watch it while people are playing. All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you examples that you would take and then say, oh, Blessing is talking about a football. What Blessing is trying to describe is a football. That's how providing prompt to the model and getting a response. That's how I want you to think of it. So think of it like the game of charades, where Great Valentine said they once played it in church. That was 13 years ago. Great. So what you did, trying to describe to people what you know by showing different patterns, different examples. Then people now use all those patterns, all those examples that you must have shown them to be able to predict correctly that they are talking about a football. That's what we're going to do in this session. So we're going to be creating a prompt, right, with Mantium. So on your Mantium dashboard, I want you to go to add a new prompt. So go to add a new prompt, and then sorry, please, can you give me like a minute? Give me a minute, please. While I'm taking a minute, please, please give me a quick minute. While I'm taking a minute, go to your Mantium dashboard and make sure you have something like this. I'm coming back. Yes. Sorry, I'm back. I had a very important call to attend to. Yeah, I'm back.
No problem. No problem.
So now I'm sure everybody is here. So like I said, we're going to be building this sentiment analysis without writing code, and then this is where we're going to be doing that. So you see, Mantium has built this fine user interface, as you can see, for you to be able to build this use case, right? So what you can see now is what we call name prompt. That's where you provide the name of your prompt. So that's where you provide the name of your prompt, and you can give it any name, right? So for this, I will say I'll say sentiment. I'm just going to call it anything. Sentiment analysis. Okay. Analysis use case or something, and you can call it anything, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. And then you can provide a description. In the description, you say this or something that just describes it. This is just like metadata. It really doesn't matter. You can just say this is a sentiment analysis application, right? So I'm sure they're following along. So here is where we're going to provide the model, the instructions of the sentiment analysis we want to build. Here's where we're going to provide that. And here is where we're going to select our parameters. So remember I talked about providers, right? I listed OpenAI, AI21, Cohere, GPTJ, right? So right here is where you're going to select that. You see AI21, Cohere, Mantium, and OpenAI. Because we are building with OpenAI, select OpenAI, right? So choose an endpoint, right? So endpoint is where the OpenAI is giving us access to access our model. So if you are working on a completion use case, you access the completion endpoint. If you are working on a classification use case, I'll explain what those means in a bit. You access classification endpoint. If you are working on answers use case, you go to the answers endpoint. If you are working on search use case, you go to search endpoint. You select search endpoint. So completion is you are giving the model some certain word and you want the model to complete it for you. So sentiment analysis that we're going to build is a completion use case because we're going to tell the model what the actual text is or what the original text is, and then want the model to return a particular sentiment for us, right? Answers endpoint is want the model to, so you can build a quiz, something, you can want the model to give you answers, to generate answers for you. You can build something classification where you give the model, let me think of a use case for classification. So think of maybe you work in a bank, right? And then you're getting a lot of customer success requests. You're getting a lot of complaints, queries from your customers, and then you want to classify those queries properly so that another team can take that up. You have various departments in your organization. So you can use, so people are sending, I cannot withdraw my last balance in the account. So you can classify that to a withdrawal issue. So that's what classification endpoint is used for. Search, you can use it to search for answers. You can use it to search documents. Imagine you have a large body of text. You can use that endpoint to really dig into that body of text and then search for. So I want you to begin to think of different use cases that this would be useful for. So without wasting too much of our time, we're working with a completion use case, and we're going to provide the model with original text and want the model to return response to us. Question, can you connect Mantium app to Excel or any other DB table and perform sentiment analysis on? So this is an integration that we don't support yet, but we would love to support it. So after this call, I'm going to share a feedback form. So I want you to greatly describe this there, and or I want you to be able to describe it there because I'm passing this to our product team, and then they will take it up and then work on it for integration use cases. But I'm guessing this Excel integration is something that will be really great for Excel users, especially for a community like this, to be able to build a classification and then what a use case, sentiment analysis use case, and then you can generate a dashboard like a bar chart of negative sentiment, positive sentiment, mixed sentiment, and then hook it up with your dashboard. So I'm seeing great use cases with this, and with something we love to support, maybe PowerBI integration or something. Yeah. So after the end, so I'm going to share a Google form which everybody will fill, and then I want you to describe this in much detail. And I'll also be passing that to my to the team as well. So so let's go ahead. So the model we're going to select, OpenAI has a lot of engines. So they have a lot of compute engines in which they have all these models hosted on. So for our use case, the one that is really great, let's select Text DaVinci. So if you really want to understand how all this model is, everything is on the OpenAI documentation, and then you can see my screen, you see engines. So they explain each engine and what they are capable for, and what the request is like what the request supports actually. So I want us to select that. So I'm sure you must have selected it. So, and response length, I want us to provide the response length of let's provide response length of 100. But before we start filling all these parameters, let's provide our instructions. I said we are going to provide some certain instructions to the model. So I'm going to copy out a text instructions example that I have prepared for this session and for some other things I've worked on, and I'm going to share that in the chat, and I want everybody to copy it and paste it in that text box. So it's really long, but then I want you to copy it and paste it. So I've prepared the example, I've pasted it in the chat box. It's really long, but then I want you to paste it. I'll paste mine here, and then I'll explain. I'll go ahead and explain it. So I'll go ahead to explain. So if you can see my screen, somebody's commenting on the AI news. Somebody just joined. I want you to use the events channel, please. Use the events channel so that I can really monitor that. Oh, I think I shared the AI news. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So in the link I shared. So okay. So you can see this is the example, right? So, and like I said, I want you to think of this as instructions, as patterns, as examples that I'm telling the model what I want to do. So you read this, I said, this is an explanation-based sentiment classification system. Given a text, it provides an explanation of the sentiment expressed in the text, then determines whether the text overall expresses positive, negative, neutral, or mixed sentiment. So think of it, I could have easily just tell the model that give me the sentiment. Is it negative? Is it positive? Just like I did at the start of this session. But I didn't want to do that. I really want the model to explain why something is negative, why something is positive. So let's read this together. I had a terrible day. My dog died. My truck broke down, and I found out my girlfriend is cheating on me. So let's count the negative sentiment or the bad occurrence. A terrible day, dog died, truck broke down, finding out your girlfriend is cheating on you. You can tell that overall, this is what? This is a negative sentiment, right? It's not good, it's bad. So I now provided an explanation and say the author wrote that they had a terrible day, which explicitly expresses negative sentiment. They also wrote that their dog died, their truck broke down, and their girlfriend is cheating on them, which are all events that are likely to cause negative sentiment in humans. Therefore, this text expresses negative sentiment. I went on to provide another example like so, and then explanation, and then say, therefore, this expresses negative sentiment. So I'm going to remove this and then place it here. Sorry. Okay. So I provided about 6 examples. So change this to 6. I really hope you guys are following me. So this is all you have to do to let the model know what you're working on. So somebody says, I love Wizkid album Die. So we're going to try it, but before we try it, let's complete the settings. Please let me know if you've copied and pasted these examples. It's really important. Let me know if you have something like this. As you can see it on my screen, please put it in the chat that you've copied and pasted it in this text, prompt text. So put it on the chat so that I know you're following along, and then I can continue. Yeah, thank you. So I really do not want our participation to go down. Oh, there's no option for you to choose an endpoint. Are you serious? There should be an option, choose an endpoint. Please refresh that, Prince. Refresh that. You should see something. See where I'm hovering on. Refresh it. You should still choose an endpoint. If you still cannot see it, please send a screenshot and paste it in the chat section for me. Only the Jupiter, Prince, Sebastian have copied and pasted. Please, if you've done so, please put it in the chat box that you've done that. Put it in the chat box that you've done that, please. Let me know if you've done that so that I can continue. Because like I said, done, great. I really want this session to be hands-on. So while Prince is still figuring that out, let's move ahead to other parameters that we like to process. So going back to our instruction, see going back to our illustrations rather, you see this prompt, instructions, and then parameters. Parameters are what I will send to OpenAI using Mantium to get a response. So a bundle of this, all this, I'll bundle them up, send it through the API access to Jeep OpenAI, then OpenAI will execute that and then give me a response. So that's what we're going to try now. So the parameters, we've done the prompt side, which is more or less the instructions, what we like to build. So see now, all I'm going to tell the model now is I'm going to provide the model a text, and the model will complete my sentence with this information, with the rest of this information. The model will complete my response, my input with this. So that I love Whiskey album die, the model will take it and then provide me with this. So the model is completing that and then having that OpenAI that sentiment analysis use case. So response length is actually the length of the response you want to get from the model, and it's measured in tokens. I really do not want to, because I know some of this concept might be really technical, so I really do not want to explain. But just think of response length as like your character length, basically, because the way the model works is it breaks down this text into what we call tokens, and then it processes that, right? So temperature is how creative I want the model to be. Do I want the model to give me really creative answers that are out of this world? So the temperature value is between 0 to 1. So if I want the model to be really creative, to give like a really creative response, I'll give temperature value that's close to 1. If I want the model to provide like factual response meaning I want you to not be too creative, just give me as it is, then I come to like 0.5, 0.6. So for this use case, let's go with 0.6. Let's go with 0.6 because we don't want the model to be too creative, or okay, we can want the model to be too creative. Let's increase it to 0.8 and not 1. Then let's use 1. Then I'm going to add a stop sequence. Stop sequence I will explain in a bit. Stop sequence is 3 hash. If you can see let me scroll inside so that everybody can see. So my stop sequence is 3 hash 3 times, and see it here. See all my stop sequences here, and I'll explain the reason why I'm having stop sequences here. The reason is because I want the model to know when to stop, because the model doesn't know where to stop. It just sees everything as a bunch of text and it keeps processing it. But when I provide my stop sequence, the model knows that, okay, this is where to stop. This is one example. This is another example. This is another example. So this is another example. And when I now give the model my own example now, in this case, the model knows to stop. So add your stop sequence and let's test this application out. Let's test this sentiment analysis application out. So we're going to put in the chat box, someone says, let's try I love Whiskey album die. So let's put I love Whiskey album die. That's a Nigerian, for those that doesn't understand, that's a Nigerian way of saying you really love something. So this is a Nigerian way of saying I really love this session. I love this session die. That's the Nigerian way of saying it. So for anyone that is not a Nigerian and is listening right now and is wondering what is the word die looking for here, that's the expression. So let's test it out. Let's test this out. Let's test this out. Let's test this out. And let's see the model's response. So the model now, because I said, so the model just summarizes this as this is an amazing album. This text expressive positive sentiment. So let me change this to another example. The speaker explained difficult concepts clearly. This is a great session. Then I put a full stop, right? Oh, okay, wow, amazing, thanks, yes. It's all what I was looking for, great. So let's test run this. The speaker explained difficult concept clearly. This is a great session. So the model says the sentiment in this text is positive. The speaker explains difficult concept clearly and favorably evaluates the session. So this explain like what is happening or during this session. So let's really make this practical. Let's go to Amazon and let's grab product feedback. Let's try Amazon, Amazon.com. Let's just say product feedback. Product feedback. Or better still, let's just go to Amazon.com. I really want this to be as practical as possible. So let's go to Amazon.com and we're going to search for something. Let's search for laptop. Let's search for laptop and then let's go to the product in laptop and let's go down and see the reviews that people are leaving behind. Someone is saying customer review. Someone said mine died in 3 hours, not the battery, the whole damn thing. Okay, this is a question and answer. I'm looking for product reviews. Okay. Let's see. Top reviews from the United States. I want something short and concise. Good price. Okay, great. Let's copy this product and let's test it out. Right? Let's test it out. Right? So let's read the response. The author reports needing a new laptop to finish college and choosing an HP. Okay. Oh, sorry, because everybody has tried using my API key, the API key that I created. Okay, wow. So from Prince, is Prince still on the call? Prince, can you share your, yes, Prince, can you share your API key? Prince, is Prince still on the call? Of course, you can delete it. Of course, you can delete it after the session. Is Prince on the call? I'm sure Prince got the secret key.
Think you can just put
it in the chat. Just copy and paste it in the chat. So for everybody that is getting this error, let's use Prince API key to complete this tutorial. So and that was the reason why I was trying to explain that you can use some other some other models. Thank you, Prince. And Prince, after this session, feel free to delete the API key, please. After this session, feel free to delete the API key. Thank you. So back to the session. So please, if you are getting this error, let's make use of Prince API key. So Prince, have you tested it out? What response did you get? So let's read this example. They also mentioned that the only downside is that it has limited storage space. All these factors taken together indicate the author is positive about the HP and has no significant negative sentiment towards it. Therefore, the text expresses positive sentiment. Actually, is it correct or not? This is correct. Do you understand? So instead of so the reason why we added this explanation is just so that I think was it Valentine that wasn't sure of the reason why Is Valentine still on the call? Wasn't sure of the reason why we have either negative or positive sentiment, but this explanation that we've added to our examples here will make you see that, will make you understand why the model selected positive sentiment. So you see how we built this AI application by not even having to code and just using the Mantium low code to do that. So the suite, wait for the really interesting part of it. Prince, have you built something with it? Prince, do you have like, has somebody gotten great responses? Please put in the comment section and let me see. Put in the comment section and let me see responses from the model. I'm monitoring the session. I'm monitoring the comment section. Prince, I know Prince is building with me. Michael is really not active. Okay, Anthony has been active. I don't think Elijah has been active. Sebastian has been active as well, and I thank you guys for it. That's all we want in like a session like this. It's a bi-directional thing. No, I don't want to be the only one speaking. I want you guys to also talk. Yes, Prince, let me see the output. You can just take a screenshot or just copy and paste your output. I love my job but not happy with my salary. So let's see the response. Sebastian, please. Let's see the response. You can take a screenshot. And also, you can take a screenshot and paste it. And also, you can share the screenshot on the event channel in the Discord server as well. So please also share your screenshot in the event channel. Yes, Sebastian. Elijah, the session is also being recorded, so you can also watch the video after the session. Feel free to ping me after the session on the Discord server. I'll be happy to respond to help you build something. Yes. So I want you guys to also paste these responses in the event channel in the Discord server, so that if there's any need to fall back to it, because after ending this session, all these interesting responses they will all get cleared after this session. But Prince, you can copy it and paste it in the Discord server in the event channel, so that we can so how do one deploy it for public use? Great and fine. So that's where we're going to get to now. That's the last part of this session. Just hold on. I want you guys to share your responses in the Discord server in the event channel. So I give proper thumbs up and reaction to that. Let me give that. So Prince said, let's go through Prince response rather. Prince said, the author writes, can we get a link feedback form for Mantium? Yes, let me share that link right now. Let me share the feedback form right now so that everybody start filling it. Let me send that right now. Shorten copy. Let's get back to this. Yeah. So that yes, so that's the feedback form. Please fill the feedback form. Do you love the session? What would you like to build with this? How can this help you in your job? How can this help you become a better person? Working with no code tool. What would you like to see? Would you like to hook it up with your Excel? Have you been stuck with a project and you think this is your way out? Fill the feedback form, and I'll be sure to pass this on to the product team, and we'll constantly check this to see how we can prioritize and see what everyone wants, right? So let's answer Ifeanyi's question and let's deploy this, right? So if you go up, you see the deploy sign. So click on that deploy sign, and then we'll put our app sentiment analysis, right? This is so we can just say giving a text, it provides explanation of the sentiment and the sentiment classification. Yours doesn't have to be this long. You can really just put anything. Author name, I'll put my name, Blessing Adesiji, right? I'll put my name, Blessing Adesiji, and then I want to add input field. Please make sure this is checked. You want to add input field, and then it's public, and then it's live. It's very important, public, and then it's live, so that you can share with your friends, and then your friends can also use this to generate sentiment analysis, right? So I've followed my provider's go live requirements, and then hit the deploy button. So what Mantium will do is Mantium will spin up a single web application page where you can interact with this and then get the feedback. So we're going to use Sebastian input. I love my job but not happy with my salary. So I'm going to use Sebastian's input, and then I'm going to add a full stop, and then I'm going to click on execute, right? So once you click on execute, this is available for public use, and then you can see the author expresses love for their job but not happiness with their salary. This indicates that overall the sentiment expressed in the text is mixed, and you agree with that, it's mixed. So this I can take the link, and then I can share it with everybody to test it. I can share with my family that, oh, I just built this sentiment analysis app without coding, and I would love you guys to test it out. Provide input. So, and I want you guys to be creative with this. So you can provide examples here. And the sweet part is I want you guys to also share it on LinkedIn and on Twitter, right? So post your application on LinkedIn and on Twitter. So I put together like a sample post. So I want you guys to say, I just created, this is for AI conversational bots. I'll say sentiment analysis with at Mantium platform. Check it out, and then you add your deployed link, and then people test it out, and then they can make use of it. Someone said he missed it. What do you miss? Sorry. Oh, Ben K, please don't post it in the Obis channel. Please post it in the event channel. Ben K, please post it in the event channel. Can you, like, I'm trying to, I just spin up all these channels, so it's a lot. Please, can you post it in the event channel? Can you delete it from the Obis channel and post it in the event channel? Yes, thank you. Post it in the event channel so that I can follow it. Okay, if I the deployment, you missed the deployment, right? If I missed the deployment. Yes, Temidayo, we're looking to build up a lot of integration. So if there's something in particular that you're looking forward to in the feedback from, it would be really great. And I would really love for you to like also express your thoughts in this in the Discord. What's it called? In the Discord. In the Discord. What's it called? In the Discord server, and then. And then we'll take it from there. So yeah, Ben K, yes, I love my job with my salary, right? So I also I want you to send a screenshot of the response. Please send a screenshot of the response, Ben K, so that we see it. So I'm going to run the deployment again. I'm going to run through an example of the deployment again. So so that you go, please, so that thanks, beginning to love the app. Yes, thanks, Temidayo. Thanks. So yep. So I want you to fill the form. I want you to fill the feedback form. Okay, so let me run through the deployment again. Click on deploy. Then
Blessing.
Yes.
Sorry. You know we're having another section by 6 p.m.
Okay, for the Power BI people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, am I?
So
I'm not been invited. I wasn't invited for that, right?
You can come. I'm just telling you that because we used to have like a 1 hour break between.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so great. So yes. Rounding up, you just fill the form right here. Make sure it is the input is being selected, and then hit the deploy button. And please, I want you guys to also share on LinkedIn what you've built after this session. I want you to also share so that we see what you built and then everybody can see that. So yeah, and the form, please fill the form. Yes, the form, and then I'll also be sharing with the organizer of the event so that I know how to take this feedback and work with the product team. Temidayo, all the suggestions that you've provided, I want you to put that, describe that appropriately in the form so that I can send that to the product team and you begin to see this integration built into the app. So it's really great to be here. I'd love to take questions
Awesome.
now. So that
okay, so if you have any question, you can put it in the chat box or you can raise your hand. So I will
yes.
promote you as a speaker.
Yes, please. So, and also, if you don't have time to, like go through this, you can send it to the event channel in the Slack. I mean, Discord server rather. What I keep saying Slack. I'll be happy to take it up. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so Blessing, before they ask the question, you remember I told you that we're going to ask you 2 questions. How you started your whole journey in this AI field, the AI space, and also what advice do you have for people just starting out, that want to become like you?
Okay, so let me start answering that why they asked the question or why you think of the question. So yeah, like I said, I had a background in petroleum engineering from the University of Ibadan. I finished that in 2019. But in my final years, I really love coding. I started writing Python, learning how to build machine learning use cases. And then I thought of a nice project to build. That was using machine learning to solve a problem in my project, my final year project, and that I was able to use that to get a job. Basically, and that helped me to get a job as a data scientist with an energy management firm. Right after that, I started working in like e-learning space, creating courses and content, and then I started working with Udacity as well. So one thing that I really love to point out is I kept upskilling. Like I didn't stop with just data analytics, with just data science. I learned software engineering. Like I learned it as like computer science because I know that wasn't my background, but I really needed to upskill. I learned JavaScript, built some example applications with that, and I just kept on learning, just kept on building. And fast forward to last year, I joined Mantium, working developer relations engineer on AI, based on my AI background, and also my background in software engineering as well, learning how to write code with Python. So for me, that was how it actually really started. It switched when I was in my undergraduate, and I think Todimu is aware. Todimu knows this story. If the Todimu that is here is the right Todimu that I'm talking about, but Todimu knows the story. Yeah. So basically, that was how it started for me, and I would just advise everyone. If you are committed to data science or machine learning or Excel or analytics, just constantly upskilling, like attending sessions like this. Now you really know how to build AI applications without having to code. Now you can test a lot of things. So just keep learning, just keep upskilling. Okay, yeah, Todimu, nice one. Yeah, so just keep upskilling, and I like this is just the right thing to do. So I feel like the fact that you're here for this session, you're on the right path. I would just advise that you keep upskilling, keep applying to jobs, because of course we are Nigerians. But there are a lot of remote jobs out there for you. Excel, analytics, Power BI, business intelligence, AI, ML, tons of remote jobs. And the sky is certainly not the limit. So thank you for inviting me here.
Awesome. Even I actually like Mantium. The reason I asked that question about I Love Whiskey album, that I actually did a sentiment analysis recently on Davido's song. So, but this one I use Microsoft platform, Power Apps. I use Power Automate on Power BI. I just integrated and I used Azure. So, but that particular statement, I love so song die. It was always giving me a negative sentiment. So I was like, let me ask you. And since it worked. So, but now the issue now is how you now integrate it with like a database, like SQL database or something.
So the thing is, you can do that integration yourself using our API. We have API. That's the low code part. Like you can write some code, and you can also submit it as a feature request to Mantium, and our product team will take that up. And I would really want you to submit it, and you can describe your use case for Azure, the whole thing, and your frustration, and then say what Mantium did for you, and then what you love to see it. And I'm definitely sure the product team will take that up as powerful.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So,
Awesome.
listen, thank you very much. Thank you for honoring our invitation. And
Yes.
today was an eye opener, a big eye opener for all of us here.
Yes,
so
thank you.
So we're having another section by 6 p.m. I've dropped the link down below. We're having Power BI. So I'll copy it again. I'll paste it again.
So sorry, to be sure, I'm not presenting there, right? Or am I presenting?
No. We have another speaker. No, someone else.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
So, but the thing is, I'm happy to like do this constantly. Like, if there's another use, there are a lot of use cases.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So if my colleague will reach out. My colleague will reach out to you in future invites and everything.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it.
Right.
Okay.
Bye.
Everyone have a lovely week ahead. Bye.
Yeah, bye.